She's supposed to fight all of these different things, and she can't make it 15 feet to her car. Give me a break. Give me a break.
Well, let me tell you what. There is something fascinating on the horizon when it comes to Bill Clinton and the potential for Bill Clinton to have some real justice done against him by the federal government. It all sort of stems from Bill Clinton being incapable of ever fielding questions about his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. It's something that we've talked about at length. Bill Clinton has never been asked about his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. He's never been confronted at all on the record about it. When Bill Clinton is asked about Jeffrey Epstein, the response goes like this.
Any comments on the alleged allegation of your connection with Jeffrey Epstein? No.
Well, what evidence is clear? You've never given any evidence. The only evidence we have is from interviews like this, Kevin Spacey.
Clinton. I was very fortunate that President Clinton introduced me a lot of business leaders in London because he knew I was coming to the Old Vic. Do you know who I never asked for anything? Was Jeffrey Epstein. I didn't want to be around this guy because I felt he put the president at risk on that trip to South Africa because there were these young girls. And we were like, who is this guy? So I will say this.
There were young girls on those flights?
There were young girls on those flights, yeah. And that's been out. They've talked about it.
Some of the young girls, we actually looked into this, some of the young girls are the ones who were inside of the Epstein documents saying, hey, listen, like this is obviously a criminal enterprise and a sex trafficking enterprise. And oh, by the way, Bill Clinton likes them young. This is directly from the court documents and the testimony of one of the young girls who was on the flight with Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Clinton. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we may actually get an investigation into this. I'm very excited about it on this program. The investigation that we're looking for would come from the House Oversight Committee, who has subpoenaed Bill Clinton, and James Comer has said that he is the top suspect of their investigation. Man, they really thought they'd swing this bat and hit Trump. What they're going to end up doing is getting Clinton. Let's read. And boys, we're going to need this clip loaded. Thank you. A top Republican congressman has labeled Bill Clinton a prime suspect in his Jeffrey Epstein investigation and put forth a far-fetched theory that could be punished with jail time if he skips the meeting. House Oversight Committee Chairman Jamie Comer, friend of the show, fanned the flames in his ongoing probe into the deceased sex offender during a Newsmax interview on Monday evening this week. Everybody in America wants to know what went on Epstein Island, and we've all heard reports of Bill Clinton, a frequent visitor. He's a prime suspect to be deposed by the House Oversight Committee. Clinton has denied ever visiting Epstein Island, although he's on the flight logs, so he's also on the flight logs, the ones where he ditched his Secret Service, which you have a right to do. I remember talking with Don Jr. about this. Don Jr. wanted to go on a very dangerous hunting trip, and he didn't want, or like a very remote hunting trip. He had to get a bunch of lawyers. He had to sign a bunch of documents to get rid of his Secret Service. Bill Clinton was dumping his Secret Service like every single one of these flights. So what's going on there exactly? What didn't he want his Secret Service to observe? Does it have something to do with Kevin Spacey and the little girls on the plane? Trump claimed that his former Democrat president made many trips to the island. Earlier this month, Comer issued a subpoena for both Bill and Hillary Clinton to compel them to testify matters related to Jeffrey Epstein. Hillary Clinton is being asked to sit for a deposition on October 9th. The committee wants to depose Bill Clinton on October 14th. Other top Obama and Biden-era officials are being called for interviews. James Comer writing here, protecting Americans and cracking down on crime is fundamental to conservative values. And this would be some major crimes that you could crack down on. Whatever happened here on this little island. I mean, listen, a lot of these people have access to islands, have access to private clubs. Why were they going exactly to this specific island? Don't know. Here's James Comer explaining, ladies and gentlemen, what he's about to do to Bill Clinton.
American people want to know what happened on Epstein Island. I'm not going to drop this topic. You've subpoenaed Bill Clinton. He's going to fight you tooth and nail with the best lawyers in the country in some cases. Do you think Bill Clinton ever actually testifies? I think his date is what, October 12th?
Yes. I think we have a very good chance at this. I've never lost a subpoena battle. I've been chairman of that committee for a year and a half. This is the most challenging subpoena I've ever issued. But what makes this subpoena different is that the Democrats voted with Republicans. This is a bipartisan, congressionally approved subpoena. And I think that will hold a lot of weight in court. And you're absolutely right. He's going to have the best lawyers in America fighting us tooth and toenail on this. But the fact that this was voted on by Republicans and Democrats, because we're hearing from our constituents, everybody in America wants to know what went on at Epstein Island. And we've all heard reports that Bill Clinton was a frequent visitor there. So he's a prime suspect to be deposed by the House Oversight Committee. So hopefully we'll win that court battle with that subpoena and see President Clinton in October.
James Comer dropped a bombshell naming Bill Clinton as the prime suspect in the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. He's the prime suspect. Well, somebody finally answered these questions. Why was Bill Clinton's portrait hanging in Jeffrey Epstein's house? Why was Bill Clinton wearing the famous blue dress? What the hell was this about? This is, of course, a throwback to the Monica Lewinsky famous DNA-stained dress from Bill Clinton himself. Is this a message saying, I got you? Is this a message saying, no, like, I've cooked you, I own you? You know, Jeffrey Epstein had a photo, never before seen published photo of Bill Clinton front and center on his mantle place with the two of them just being buddies, just being pals, hanging out together. James Comer says Bill Clinton is the prime suspect of the Epstein investigation. Let's go. Bill Clinton, prime suspect of the Epstein investigation. Bill Clinton is the prime suspect of the Epstein investigation. This is an incredible photo taken when Rudy Giuliani walked into the debate between Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton with all of the rape accusers of Bill Clinton in tow. Juanita Broderick, Paula Jones, and a couple of other names that I can't recall right now. But this is what Bill Clinton's face looked like when all of his rape victims came walking in. Everybody saying, yeah, it's popping popcorn time. Better lock in. Again, we're looking for popcorn for October. The fall is going to be the fall. Do you understand? Remember, the 5th of November. Bring it. Better up your security, though. That's right. TikTok. I believe it when I see it, but let's be hopeful. Popcorn ready. There's something going on here, man. I mean, there's something going on. Something big happened. And we don't have direct sources on this. I know a ton of the people who are involved in this. We've asked on the record. We've done our level-headed best to be as honest and as forthright and as thorough on this issue as possible. Ghislaine Maxwell is cooperating with the DOJ. Is that why all of this is happening? Ghislaine Maxwell was moved to Club Fed in Grapevine, Texas. In Bryan, Texas. This is a minimal security prison for people who are cooperating with the feds, who are being moved in order to benefit their cooperation or because they're about to be released. I've never advocated for Ghislaine Maxwell to be released. I've never said that she's innocent. I think Ghislaine Maxwell is one of history's greatest monsters. I think she was clearly an intel asset running all of this. Her father was connected, like, just absolutely steeped in Mossad and intelligence work. I think that's what this all was. But what I'm saying is she is the key to everything. She observed and witnessed all of it. She was an architect of it. And if she's willing to give up Clinton to the feds, then you know what? Yeah, like you know what? You got to pay for that information. So are they doing a deal? According to documents, Ghislaine Maxwell was given immunity and has been asked about 100 key names in this investigation. As soon as we learn that, Jamie Comer's out on national TV saying Bill Clinton is the critical target of this investigation. Whoa. The prime suspect Is it all coming together? Are we going to learn about this? I mean, remember, we have photos of Ghislaine Maxwell and Clinton. We have new photos of Bill Clinton on the Lolita Express from the butler, right? Bill Clinton, like they're stuff we've never seen before. Bill Clinton has fingerprints all over this. And the more we learn, the more Ghislaine Maxwell told DOJ that Trump never did anything concerning around her. The butler, Epstein's butler, who's now talking to the public, he's like Epstein's longtime butler. He saw everything. He witnessed everything. He's like, I never even met Trump. I don't even know Trump. I met Bill Clinton a bunch of times, the royal family a bunch of times. They were skis balling around with Epstein all over the world. But I never met Trump. The more this rolls out, the more President Trump is exonerated and the more dangerous it gets for people like Bill Clinton. Yeah, there's the photo right there. Two funny little photos, two very funny photos from this butler. One of Jeffrey Epstein wearing a Mossad shirt or wearing an Israeli Defense Forces shirt, but Mossad, I think, is part of the Israeli Defense Forces nonetheless. The last known photograph of Jeffrey Epstein, actually, here in this Israeli Mossad shirt. And then here's the butler with Bill Clinton. You know, here's the photo of Bill Clinton wearing a Just Do It. I'm sure he took that advice. Just Do It shirt. There he is right there with the butler. And then here's the photo of the IDF Mossad. Goodness gracious. So we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting fall. We had the chairman of the Intelligence Committee on our show this morning. His name is Rick Crawford. He was talking about how he's going to subpoena, or at the very least ask the CIA about Epstein level intelligence, whether he was working with them. And so this is what we're going to do. We're going to like put our shoulder to the wheel. We're going to get the truth. And the truth shall set you free.